Am I the asshole for telling my wife that yes, my job is more important than hers, since without my job we couldn't afford this life? My wife works at a college housing. She is the person you get in touch if you have dorm issues and stuff like that. Overall, she don't make much, and due to this, she only pays for our groceries. We would actually be saving money if she was Sam, instead of putting our youngest in daycare. So I pay for everything else, basically. We have a nice home, and roots are planted in our area. My job is good, and I am moving up the ladder. The issue started when she wanted to switch jobs. At first, I was okay with this, since she wasn't thrilled about her job. This changed when she was applied to other school outside of our state. She got a job a few states over that will allow her to move up the ladder. Even if she got a promotion on the spot, it wouldn't be anywhere close to what I am bringing in now. She told me she wants to take the job, and I told her no, that it's a horrible idea. This started an argument. We arguing back and forth, and she kept saying my job is more important. I snapped and told her yes, my job is more important than hers, that my job is the only reason we can afford this quality of life. She called me a jerk and isn't speaking to me at the moment. I have a license to do my job. I most likely will not be able to practice in another state unless I get another license. So yes, there is a good chance I will not find a job if we move for a while. Not the asshole. She wants to move the family and affect your job for the potential of moving up the ladder on the same lower-paying role she is at currently. Abysmal financial and career decision. Sit down and calculate the ROI of changing jobs for both of you. I'd suggest she changes fields to something higher paying and with better job prospects, nursing, coding, etc. She currently has a job. Perhaps if she has a career, she would feel fulfilled. Thank you. The fact that the top comment in this post is that everyone sucks here is infuriating. OP's wife is being completely unreasonable. Not the asshole. She's not an AH to want a new job with a chance of promotion. She's not an AH to be unsatisfied with her current career. She's an AH because she doesn't seem to realize the impact you losing your job will have on the total family income, lifestyle, retirement, etc. Her choices affect both of you, but she only seems to care about what it will mean for her. She can't see the forest for the trees. Info. To be clear, she expects you to quit your job so she can have hers. I don't blame you for wanting to keep your good job. You've been there for a long time, and it's not fair from what is described for you to have to lose that for her job. However, sounds like the pair of you need to communicate better. Surely there must be some compromise for you to keep your career and for her to feel supported, fulfilled. Edit. My judgment is, everyone sucks here. I think it's out of line for your wife to expect you to quit your job, and I think it's out of line for you to just shut it down completely and say you're more important rather than trying to discuss the underlying issues and try to find common ground. We would have to move, I would need to quit my job. No guarantee I would find another job in the new state. I have a license to practice, and it probably won't let me practice in the new state. Yep, I would need a new license. Not the asshole. Your wife is completely unrealistic. Personally, I can't deal with that level of selfishness and complete lack of reality. Am I the asshole for snapping at my dad that I'm already 18 and he no longer has the right to visit? He and my mom divorced when I was 7. At first, he visited me once a week, but the visits became less frequent. By the time I was 10, he only came over once a month. Yesterday, my childhood cat was put down. It was also my dad's wedding day. I had already called my dad a week in advance, telling him I won't be able to attend. I had to be there for my cat when she's put down. He berated me over the phone, saying I shouldn't choose my cat over his wedding. I told him I have already been to his 2nd and 3rd weddings, so what's the big deal if I miss his 4th one? That led to a lot of shouting on his part before I hung up. This morning, he said he's very upset, so I told him that if he continues to be a jerk, I don't want to see him again. He told me he has visitation rights. I told him I already turned 18 6 months ago, and that he shouldn't visit if he cares so little he couldn't remember my birthday. My half-sister, who isn't related to but is quite fond of my dad, said that I didn't have to be harsh to him and that it doesn't solve any issue. Some of you think that my mom deliberately scheduled the euthanasia on the day of my dad's wedding so that I won't be able to attend. I highly doubt that was her intention. My mom told me this was the earliest appointment she could get, and I have no reason not to believe her. She didn't try to stop me from attending his 2nd and 3rd weddings, so I don't see why she'd want to prevent me from going to his 4th one. Not the asshole. While you could have picked a different day to put the cat down, it's his 4th wedding. At some point, you have done your duty. It's the earliest appointment my mom could make. Would have been unfair to prolong our cat's suffering. I am so sorry about your cat, and it doesn't sound like you need to be told this. But don't let anyone convince you that it would have been better to keep your cat suffering and in pain for longer for your dad's fourth wedding. It seems like the cat may have been around longer than the fourth wife anyway. Not the asshole. Dad sounds like a piece of work. Your life comes first, and I agree. By wedding number 4, it's not like it's super special. Wild of him to assert visitation rights. He's likely scared and pissed off because now you are an adult, and you can just cut him off if you want to, and maybe you should. Not the asshole. Your father certainly is one, though. Did he really not realize you are an adult? That you turned 18 months ago? What a waste of a father. Condolences on losing your cat. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.